United States of America, known as Land of the Free, Home of the Brave, has come to symbolize freedom throughout the world. People from all nations and from all walks of life have called the United States home. The United States has welcomed them with open arms. Indeed, the famed Statue of Liberty is the embodiment of this dream. In New York's public education system alone, its student body represents 145 different countries. The United States has a deep affinity with Supreme Master Ching Hai. With her boundless love and compassion, Supreme Master Ching Hai has provided humanitarian assistance to many parts of the United States. In 1993, she sent relief teams to provide financial and material assistance to the victims of the 6 Midwestern states that were severely affected by heavy rain and flooding. On December 27, 1997, at the benefit concert, A Journey Through Aesthetic Realms, Supreme Master Ching Hai generously contributed $100,000 each to the Vietnam Children's Fund and the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. The following year, at another benefit concert, One World of Peace, through music, she once more contributed generously, with 2 charity organizations being the recipients of her love. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital received $150,000, and the Starlight Children's Foundation received a check for $100,000. Additionally, in the face of one of the worst human tragedies ever to occur on U.S. soil, on September 11, 2001, Supreme Master Ching Hai responded immediately, sending relief teams from around the country and all over the world to Ground Zero in New York City. Supreme Master Ching Hai's financial contributions amounted to over $300,000 to organizations aiding the victims. To this day, Supreme Master Ching Hai continues to extend her loving compassion to all parts of the U.S., from Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, and Alabama, to California, Florida, Texas, Hawaii, and other states. We now invite you to listen to the following discussion with Supreme Master Ching Hai and our association members entitled The Nature of the Master in San Jose, California, USA, on July 17, 1994.
We should be just an independent person, practice, cleanse ourselves as much as we can, and do whatever useful to ourselves and to this society. Anytime you lost your purity or pure thinking, that you're immediately in trouble. Every time you're not careful and just hang your rock next to the fire, it burns. You can't tell the fire to be careful. Because the nature of the fire is like that. Everything in the universe has a nature of its own. And it has to function the way God wants it to function. You've got to be careful all the time. Your attention must be always fixed on your clothes, your distance with the fire. Just like when you're around with the Master, you always keep your mind centered, pure. Never any doubt, never any negative thinking. Then you'll never have trouble. Everything in this world has the nature of its own. Some is charming, some is seducing, like the candy, the chocolate, the cakes, and some burn everything, like the fire, as long as you get near, right? Some like the Master, you can never understand him. You can never understand her. It's 1 minute like that, the other minute like this. And she does a lot of things, but we never see her do anything. Everything is so incomprehensible. The so-called master is like that. So we should just be careful. If we are around, keep our mind pure. But sometimes you cannot catch up with it, right? Yeah? You cannot catch up with your mind. Before you catch up with it, it's already thought about something. It's too late. And then the master already caught it. Already there. That's why most of the masters never stay around with disciples. Not too many. Or maybe his family members. If he or she happen to marry, have children, then they just stay around with the family members. But not to be too closely associated with the so-called students. You see, the Sakyamuni Buddha, he was very famous all over India. And he was a prince, and his acquaintance are a lot. And of course, many people would like to have also to be acquainted with him, because he's from a royal lineage. Also, he was a master of great hate. But you see, he took only he took Ananda, only one person around him. And even then, sometimes he scolded the only one person. Because sometimes he went out begging. But he preferred that shop instead of the other shop. The richer shop, for example, or the poorer shop. Sometimes with his ego, he thinks too much. He thinks, oh, the rich people has already a lot of merit, so I don't go back in there. So I go to the poor family. So the poor people will have more merit in the future. They become rich and they become a Buddha, etc., etc.